Well, good morning. Another beautiful day in the hills. Today is Saturday the 4th of June and it's 18 minutes past 8 and we've arrived here in Glen Dessary. Stunning area. The weather, as you can see, is absolutely beautiful. Not a breath of wind, sun, not a cloud in the sky, and so far no midges. So spin round, let you see some of the area. I believe this fella here is the street, and these hills here are the hills that you gain access from Glenfinnan. So the hills that we're going to today are not visible at the moment. In fact, this road, we cycle along this road for about 3 miles to Upper Glen Dessary, ditch the bike, and then our target is 3 Munros today. It's going to be hot and sweaty work, but hey, this is unbelievable. What a glen. Now, the road has got a reputation. It's certainly lived up to that reputation. It's up, down, roundabout, etc. Grass in the middle of the road. Obstructions were half a dozen cattle, a young, looked like 4-year-old boy, a duck. So yeah, quite an exciting road, and it just feels like a really, really long way. I'm not looking forward to the drive back, especially when I'm tired. However, we'll crack on, possibly bring you back round about the lodge when I ditch the bike, and if we get a view of the mountains, I'll let you see that then before we start heading on up. Okay, well, I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so that's the cycle finished. Cycle dumped and locked up at that wee house there. This is Upper Glen Dessary. Now we are going to take this path here. Okay, so this can take you right over to the Heart of Noider and actually the village on the other side where you can get the boat to from Malig. However, the sun's in my face, but I'll let you see the road we've come along. So right along that glen. The idea now is to strike up the hill, and you can see the Munros that we're after now. So quite a long way to go. I think the route in total from here to and return is 16k. So quite a rocky and arduous 16k. So it's about, as I say, it's about 9 o'clock. So we better get cracked on, and the next bit's the hard bit, is getting up onto the ridge, so it might take a few snaps, but I'll certainly not be speaking to you in the GoPro until I get onto the ridge. Okay, so speak to you soon, peeps. Hello again, folks. I said I wasn't going to put the GoPro in until I go to the summit ridge. Well, I'm about halfway. I'm about 500 metres at the moment. Oh, 460 metres. So roughly halfway in my first ascent. Really steep, so I'm stopping for a blow, a wee bite to eat. So I thought I'd show you some of the views for here, because they're really bonny. And it's the Glenfinnan Munros, believe it or not. So this is the back side of them. So I'll name them later when I edit the video. Yeah, what a beautiful panorama here. A beautiful glen in general. It's remote. It's just stunning. And I've seen about 3 people before I left the car. This is me at the 2 hour mark now. So we'll bring you back much later. Okay guys. Well, that was a slog. This is me at the summit of Scurin and Correachin. So that was quite a shove. It's now 12 o'clock, so it's taken me just, you see, 3.5 hours, something like that. Yeah, 3.5 hours to get here. So it is quite a shove, but the panorama is well worth it. I'm going to spin you around and let you see some of the things here. That hill there, okay, is Beijing Numbayan and Glencoe. I was there 2 days ago. The big fella, oops, Ben Nevis. Then you're looking at Anach Moor, Anach Beck, the Gay Corries, etc., like you've seen the other day, and right through. Just, I think the one with the notch in it, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it out, is Craig Meggie. It's pretty astounding the view you can get from here. So we'll spin back round. So these are the hills here that I've got to, that I've still got to climb. So it's 2 to go yet, and when I seen the drop between here and the next one, I've had to rough it. Anyway, in the distance we've got the Cooling Ridge, and in the foreground here, this is the Neudert Hills. Still got them to do, and that one in the skyline, I think, is Ben Scriel. It's like it. Just pretty amazing, absolutely amazing. This is where the Kintail Hills, and if I stand up a wee bit, the water you can see is Loch Coy. So that's the one with the cloud, and it's Scuravurich. Over here it's Beijing Mialach. Just amazing, just amazing. This one here is Scuravore. Still got that to do, but you've got to come over the hill, through that glen and up to get to it. Pretty hard Munro to get. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I'm on the next top, if I ever get there. And wouldn't you know it, we just get to the summit and the cloud covers us. It was absolutely glorious up until the last 2 minutes ago, but I'm sure that'll not last long. Okay guys, I'll bring you back later. Back again folks. So I'm now on my second Munro, which is the summit of Garov Ciach Vor, and I'll tell you, these fellas don't give up their rewards easily. This has been a hard day so far, and I've still got another fella today. This one here is my third Munro, and it looks as if it's a wee bit further away than what I thought. However, that's the way life goes, isn't it? So still tremendous views today. The weather is just unbelievable. So spin you around Loch Ciach, or Loch Coich, however you want to pronounce it. Big hydro scheme here. I think that was in the 60s. So that was all flooded for the hydro, and it goes way by these hills here. Spin you around again now. I don't know if you can see in the horizon, there's a notch on the hills, on the hillside. That notch is definitely Craig Meggie, which is at Lagan. So we're seeing quite a distance today, and obviously back round to the Grey Corries, the Anachs, Ben Nevis, etc. Glencoe, just stunning. And there's a hill in the distance. Again, I don't think you'll be able to pick it out in the GoPro, but I think it's Ben More on Mill. It's very like it. Yeah, fantastic panorama today. Again, I've been really lucky. Really lucky. The last few times I've been out, I've had stunning weather. I've just managed to catch that wee window weather window. So it's now just about, I don't know, it's about 10 past 2. I've been in a go from about 8:30. So still a long way to go yet. And the next Munro sees me my furthest distance away from the car. So we'll bring you back there and I'll have it worked out roughly how far I've got to go back. In fact, if I spin you round, you can see the trees down here, and there's a break in the trees with a river. Well, I've got to go past the trees that are nearest us and right on round past the far away trees, so it's quite a distance back. So I think today in total I'll end up doing 26 kilometres. Anyway, bring you back at the summit of the next one. Okay guys. Well, here we are, Munro number 3, and quite a severe push. I am absolutely knackered, so I'm glad everything's downhill now, but 12k, maybe 12k at least to get back to the car. Anyway, I'm going to spin you round and let you see the view. Hopefully you can make it out in the GoPro. Skye, so you've got the Coolin Ridge and Skye. You've got Rum, okay, and you've also got Egg and Canna. I'm not sure which is which here. I'm going to spin round again and hopefully you can see definitely Ben More and the Papsadura. And we're going to come round again and I'll look at the ranges that I've shown you before. So bang in the centre here, right, you've got Beijing Numbine, Glencoe, Ben Nevis, then you've got all the other ranges again that I've explained to you before, the Anachs, the Grey Corries, etc., Glensbean Hills, and right round towards Craig Meggie, and I think I'm pointing at Ben Alder. And if you just look by the summit cairn, you'll see some wind farms, which is probably on the Mona Lea. These hills here just above the loch, Spagin Mialoch, Avaurach, there's one I can't remember the name, doesn't matter. What have you? The one with the cloud in it, Ben Scriel, and the water below is Loch Hoorn. Yeah, pretty spectacular. And if I'm not mistaken, away in the distance, it might be in Charloch. Superb. Anyway guys, that's Munro number 3 for today. We'll probably bring you back when we get back to the car. So thanks for watching again, but we may have a wee epilogue. Okay, cheers just now. Okay peeps, that's me off the summit of Sgurnakish, the last Munro. But what I thought I would do is show you this area here. Okay, this is Fiadan. So this is the pass that you come to, and then the descent route is down through there. Eventually you hit the pass that's between Upper Glen Dessary and Surley's Bothy in the west. So I just thought I'd add that in for a wee bit of information. Okay, speak to you soon. Well, I couldn't end my day without letting you see this. This is Loch Arkaig, beautiful Glen Dessary. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful place. The road's a bit of a horror, but hey, you can't complain. That's what makes it so beautiful. However, it was just to let you know that my day was a 10-hour day on the hill. And that was by the use of a bike. If I hadn't had a bike, it'd have been a 12-hour day. So 3 Munros, finishing in Sgurnakish, well worth doing, but I would advise that anybody attempting them, make sure you're A, very fit, B, you get the weather, and C, you know exactly what you're doing. Anyway, I'll put it all together and you'll see the whole collage later. Okay guys, thanks for watching once more, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers just now.